Hello, my name is Detroit Miracle, and I am here to talk about nature control. Yes, indeed. And that very nature control involves what has more control over the situation pertaining to life, living, and habitations in general, such as in the case with people who find a particular place to stay of a region, town, city, state, country, continent, etc. And those people have an understanding that they must live under certain conditions of weather, and they must conform to those very conditions as well. Such as in the case, if it's rain in that particular region which is inhabited, then people must wear raincoats and get umbrellas. If it snows there and gets very cold, then the people know full well that they must have coats and boots, which will better enable them to get through those cold and frosty, weathery conditions. If it is hot, humid, and sunny at a particular time in that environment in which those same people live, then obviously those persons must wear warm clothing, which is very light and comfortable, because heavy clothing will not do at that time. And that's why you will see people walking around with t-shirts, shorts, and sandals. And that is a indication there involving those varieties of weathers of conformity and people as such conforming to temperatures within a containment atmospheric, which is nature, of course. And there is another aspect of nature which is much darker and crueler. And that is the case where that very dark aspect of nature will send terrible, damaging, devastating types of effects. And they send those usually in the form of weathery conditions and floods. But sometimes there are brush fires, and that is due to nature itself too, because if it gets too hot, then it will catch the forest on fire, and then things will get a little bit out of control of a fiery particular. So when that happens, as far as nature becoming a little bit or a lot crueler, then people must prepare for that much damaging aspect of it. And they can prepare by either leaving town entirely, depending on the circumstances, or they can stay at home and prepare for it there by doing things like maybe even going into the basement or a shelter and things like that. Because one thing about nature is it can be crueler, harsher, and meaner, but it never sticks around. So it usually comes and does its damage and then leaves. Unlike people and persons. But that is another story. Well, if many of you agree with this video, y'all are more than welcome to drop those likes, comments, and please up those subscriptions to Detroit Miracle.